Hi, this is Carlos Batara from Immigration Monday. Today's session is going to be on immigration fraud. We'd like to simplify and demystify what happens with immigration fraud. This is a crucial issue for immigrants who may qualify for immigration benefits. Too often they're taken advantage by others and they really have no way to fight back. So what I'm going to do today is share with you some of the most common schemes that I see, people that come into my office. And sadly to say, too often when they come to see me, it's too late. There's very little I can do to rescue them. The first scheme I call the false friends with the smiling faces. Someone you meet at your church or through a church friend or through a community friend says that they can help you, and they'll help you for a cheap price, and they've helped others, and they may be from your same country. And so you feel a kinship, and so you go with them. Months pass by. You pay hundreds, perhaps thousands of dollars. Nothing happens, and all of a sudden the person disappears. You're left high and dry. The second possible scheme that I see a lot is what I call 100% ironclad guarantees. This is when you go see, usually it will happen with an immigration consultant, an immigration assistant. In the Latino community, this is when people go see notarios. And what they do is they promise them, absolutely, that they're going to get them their papers. And I also see this with attorneys. They promise individuals that they're going to get papers. Well, let me give you an example. An individual came into my office 3 days ago, and he wanted to see if I could do anything to help his wife. His wife had went to Ciudad Juarez for an interview. She can't come back. They said she can't come back for 10 years. You know, I could have told him that before the papers were filed. Unfortunately, I don't know if the person helping him knew the rules, the secret rules, or didn't. But the thing is, they promised him that his wife would come back and that she would be a lawful permanent resident. 100% guarantees. Anyone that promises you that, you've got to be careful about. There is no lawyer on this planet that can promise you 100% that they can win your case. The best they can say is, I will give it everything I have. But ultimately, there's a judge or a government officer that makes the decision, not the lawyer. The third type of fraud you have to watch is the insider connection ploys. And this works a lot with individuals from Latin American countries, where it's rumored that you can grease the wheels. Well, I'm going to give you a few extra dollars, and with those few extra dollars, I have a friend that works for the government. And by doing that, I will get you your papers. Watch that. It doesn't work that way here. You're going to get caught. There's too many levels of checks and balances. You're going to get caught. You're going to go to jail. Be careful with that one. The fourth scheme that I see a lot is what I call, it's okay to twist small details. You visit somebody and they say, look, let's not tell them about your prior divorce. Let's not tell them about your prior arrest. Let's not tell them that you're really from Mexico and not El Salvador. You're really from Iran and not from Russia. No, it won't work. You will ultimately be caught. I've seen too many individuals come to my office and I look at the papers and it's not their name. It's not their country. It's not the true facts. They're going to have serious problems ever becoming legal in this country. The fifth is what I call incompetent immigration advisors. And it would be a similar situation as the false friends or as the ironclad guarantees, except that this person actually has a license, or it's an immigration assistant that's bonded with the state. They're official. The problem is they don't keep up with the law. And immigration law is so complicated that it can change overnight, dramatically overnight. And if the person isn't the type of individuals that's studying the rules constantly, they can walk you right into a trap. You have to be careful about that. Here, one of the keys is, are they going to sign papers? If they're not going to sign, I'll do the papers for you. Well, I'll give you a discount on it, but I'm not going to sign my name to it. Then it's a clear sign you may be dealing with someone that's not that competent and they're not willing to put their name on the line. If you know these 5 schemes, it's highly likely you won't be duped and you won't have to worry about the person you're working for. So let's fight immigration fraud together. Remember these 5 schemes. Thank you.